So in this video, I'm going to show you how to set up your Google Classroom, how to add students to your Google Classroom, and then show you some of the features that you can use for your class. So like assignments and readings and how to navigate all that. So let's get started. The first thing you want to do is open up your browser. So I like to using Google Chrome. You can also open up Safari if you'd like to as well. And the first thing you want to do is you want to Google Classroom. So I'm up here at my little search bar and I'm going to Google Classroom. Click enter. And then you want to click on sign in Google Accounts, Google Classroom. It's this link right here, classroom.google.com. And then you're going to click on that. And you're going to see a page something like this. Of course, yours won't have classes unless you've used Google Classroom before. You'll see your classes. I am going to help you create a class. So right now, you'll probably won't see anything on your page. So the first thing you want to do is you want to slide over to this little plus button right here, where my mouse is. So it's over here on the top right corner. It says create or join a class. You're going to click on that, and then it's going to give you two options. You're going to click create class. Okay, so we were at Google Classroom. We're at classroom.google.com. Top right corner, the plus button. You want to put your mouse on it, click it, and it's going to give you two options. And you want to do the second option, which is create a class. Perfect. So it's going to give you a screen like this. And now it asks you to write the class name. So I usually do it by subject matter. So for instance, if you're teaching biology, you can put biology. The section would be, what period is it? If you're doing online right now with Google Classroom, I suggest that, you're welcome to break it up into your classes that you have at school, like 1A, 3A, 5A, chemistry, or biology. But if we're just doing online, I would just put all the kids since we're just teaching on A days only, you can just put all your biology students into one class together. So you don't have to keep posting on different classes unless you want to. If you want to create a class for each of your sections, like you want a 3A class, you want a 3B class, you want to put all those students in separate classes, you're more than welcome to. But since we're online, it really doesn't matter how you want to do it. So if you want to do your 3A, you can put 3A and you're going to put all your 3A students in this class. The subject is biology. Click, and in the room number, you can say online, since we are online. After you fill all this out, you're going to click create. And wait. It is thinking. Okay, perfect. Now you have your Google Classroom set up. It's that easy. So this is your home page. For your students, will see the same thing. I'll walk you through all these different little features that they have right here. But this is your home page. Your students will see the upcoming work that's due on this area right here. And then you can put announcements like, here's our weekly schedule this week. Or here's the assignment I want you to complete before Wednesday. So you can also respond to student posts. It's really awesome how that all works. So after you set up your page, which was very easy, you can actually go over to these little three bars. Let's say that you created multiple classes. You can jump from class to class by going over to these three bars on the top left corner. And you can go through and you can click on your other classes. So I can go to my 5B class. I'm going to see the same thing. I'm going to go back to our biology 3A. So the first thing you want to do is you want to add your students to the class. So I go to people, and then you can either send your students the code, which sometimes I like sending the students the email. So I think that's the easiest way. And what I did is I went to MyMCS. I'll show you how I did this. So this is your adding students to your class. So they can actually see this page. It's kind of like a Facebook friend request. And so you can invite students and you can type in their name, and it has all our students logged into our network, Midland Christian Network. So once you type in the name, you probably are going to get their email. It's going to pop up, which is awesome. So let's say you have, I'm going to use Jadalyn Moore, and hers will pop up on your invite list. So if you have your roster next to you, you can go through and invite each student, and then it will show if they accepted or not. So for instance, I'll show you actually one of my other classes people. Okay, so it'll look like this. So once all students are added and they have accepted the invitation and logged in, now they have access to this classroom. So they'll look like this. I have my list of kids, and I can also, if I want to, let's say one kid hasn't turned something in, I can actually I can click on their name. Let's say these two kids. I can click on their name, and I can say either remove, I can mute them, which I'm not sure what that means, or I can email them. So it will go ahead and draft an email. Boom. And now I can send an email if I need to, which is really cool. But usually I just email them directly. I don't really use this to email them. So anyways, but yeah, you'll see your students all lined up here. Once they accepted the friend request via email, they will join your page. So I'm going to go back to our sample here. So once you add your classes, by clicking this little button, this little stick figure with the plus button, you can add all your students to the list, and then they will have access to your page. Okay, now moving on to assignments. Actually, I will start with the announcements. So here is your little your navigation. Okay, so I'm going to go to Stream. Stream is your home page. So if you want to go back to your home page, you click Stream. And now you can communicate with your class. So you can actually write announcements. You can say, week 1, this week you will complete 3 assignments. And then you can, write out the assignments, whatever, and say if you have any questions, email me, whatever. Any questions, email me. Have a great week. So it's kind of like you're posting on your wall. So if you use Facebook, you're kind of familiar with this format. So now you post, and now all kids who have accepted the friend request for Google Classroom now can see this post, and it goes to their Google Classroom, and then they can, if they need to ask a question, they can comment, or they can email you, however you want to do it. So that's gonna be your announcement. So you can always post announcements, something along with your work, or hey, check this out. Here's an article. You can also attach things to it too as well. So if you want to attach an article and say, hey, read this article, it's going to help you with your assignment. You can also do that. You can attach videos. You can do Google Drive. But this is kind of like you are passing out information. Just like you would pass out papers in a classroom, this is how you're passing out information. Now, if you want to do an assignment, the next thing we're going to do is go up to our little navigation here, and we're going to click Classwork. This is where you can create any kind of quizzes, assignments, anything that's going to be turned in. This is your page for that. So like it says right here, you can create assignments and questions. You can use topics to organize classwork into modules or units, and you can order them. So I'm going to show you how I set up my actually, I'm going to do this first. So to create an assignment, you go to this little toggle right here, and it has a plus button, and it says create. You're going to click on it. And now you have these options. You can make an assignment. You can make a quiz assignment. You can do a question, like a discussion question where kids can respond to it. You can post material like articles or read this, or here's your study guide for the quiz coming up. Or you can actually reuse stuff. Then finally at the bottom, it has a thing called topic. This is where you can create little units. So if you want to put everything under DNA replication, let's say you're teaching DNA replication, that's your unit that you're studying, you can put that as the big topic and then all your assignments underneath it. So we'll click topic and you can you can learn about DNA. Okay, DNA is the unit name. Now DNA is big right here. Now everything's going to go underneath DNA, all your assignments that you are working on, or you're sitting in your class this week. So this week you're teaching DNA coming up, and so now you want to create some assignments for DNA. So you're going to go to click create, click assignment, and this is how you create an assignment. So you can say the title of the assignment is DNA worksheet. Complete the worksheet. You got your instructions. Complete the worksheet using your book. Okay, you can actually attach files, Google Drive, links, files, and YouTube. So for instance, let's say you have your worksheet that's you made on Word, Microsoft Word. So let's pretend you have a worksheet that you made on Microsoft Word, and you can go to File, and then you can go to either your Google Drive or you can upload. Select files from your device. And then let's say that I want to do, let me see here, date modified, here we go. Lesson 14.3 worksheets. So I can attach these worksheets to my assignment, and now kids can download this on their computer, complete the assignment, save it, and turn it back in. And then you go over here, you can say, okay, I want it to be 100 points. The due date will be, if we're starting Monday, the due date will be on Wednesday at 11:59 p.m. So they have until Wednesday to complete it, and then you just click assign. And then what you can do is you can drag this, or you can actually do this right here, edit. And you can, so we're back to the assignment. I just click edit. You can click on topic, and your topic is DNA. So you can just click on DNA and then save. And now this assignment is underneath your DNA unit, which is super cool. So now kids can see that, okay, this is our unit, and these are the assignments underneath our unit. So I'm gonna do that one more time. I'm gonna make another assignment. So you can click create, assignment. We're at our assignment creator, and let's say you want to post a PowerPoint to go along with your worksheet. So you can say DNA PowerPoint as your title. Read through the PowerPoint and complete the worksheet. Now I'm going to go down to this button right here, the paperclip. I'm going to say add. And I'm going to go to file so I can find my PowerPoint that is saved to my computer. Click file. I'm going to go to select files from my device. And then now I can see all my stuff. And I found this PowerPoint under my downloads. This is saved to my Mac, by the way. So if you have a PC that you're working on, same thing. It will take you to your files, and you can find the stuff that's either if you have like a jump drive or something that you want to get your PowerPoint from. Totally cool. It should pull up, and you'll be able to see it somewhere on your files. So chapter 14 PowerPoint. It's going to upload it for me. I'm going to click down here and upload. If you can see that, the very bottom left corner. It's going to upload and think for a little bit. right, now it's downloaded. And now I'm going to go over here to this, how I want to assign this. So since this is a PowerPoint, I'm not going to put any due date on it. There's really no due date for this assignment, so the kids just have it. And then I can go to underneath topic, and I can create DNA. And then I click assign. Now, if you want to, let's say this, you don't really want them to turn this in per se, you can also just do a material post. So this is created as an assignment, and what you can do now is you can actually see who's turned it in and who has not even started. So it will have a number there, like, okay, well this, you know, if you have 13 kids in your class, it will say 13 assigned and 0 turned in. And then it might say by Tuesday, it might say 10 assigned, 3 turned in. So you'll see how kids turn it in, and you'll be able to keep track of that, which is really nice. So it shows you who's turned it in, who has not turned it in. So students will actually turn in the work through this portal here. The DNA PowerPoint. So if you don't want to make this a assignment, you can actually just do a material post. It will not show you who's turned it in, who has not turned it in. It's just giving them a resource. So let's say that you just want to give them the PowerPoint. It's not for a grade. You can go to your create button right here, click create, go down to material. And now you can just say chapter or DNA PowerPoint. And then you just go to create or add, file, upload, select files from your device, 14, open, upload. And voila. Now, this just gives the kids a PowerPoint. It doesn't assign anything. There's no assignment attached to it. It's just a material. Like here is the article I need you to read. Here is the PowerPoint I want you to use. There's no grades attached to it. So then you can just click on the topic, which is DNA. It's your unit you're working through. And then you're going to click post. So now, here is your DNA PowerPoint. It is just material. There's no how many students have turned this in, how many haven't, because it's not an assignment. It's just material that you're passing out to your students. Now let's say that I messed up accidentally and I'm like, oh great, I did not, didn't mean to post that. That's the wrong assignment, I messed up. So what you can do is you can actually look at these three little buttons on the side here. So there's 3 little buttons here. What you can do is click on those little buttons and you can just press delete. So all I did is these little buttons appear once you highlight the assignment with your mouse, and then you just go to the right corner, click those 3 little buttons, and then click delete. And then it will say grades and comments will also be deleted. Delete. And then boom, it's gone. So yeah, so this is kind of how it all works. Let me know where you're at now, and if you want any more explanations, let me show you one more thing before we leave. So now what you can do is you go back to here's your navigation, right? So we were here under classwork. We're going to slide over to stream in our navigation portal or navigation heading and click stream. Now you can see that on our home page, the assignments are posted now. So the kids can actually see on their home pages, they can see that the PowerPoints and the worksheet is now posted. They have a due date on the side so they can see, okay, next Wednesday, the DNA worksheet is due on Google Classroom. So what they'll do is when they complete it, they know how to upload them to Google Classroom. I think the kids should know how to do it, but most of the kids will know how to complete and then send it back or post or upload their assignment to Google Classroom and send it in to you. In my next video, I'm going to cut this one. I'm going a little over. I'm going to make another video of how to look at all the grades and everything. So that'll be my next video. I'll show you how that works. But I'll go ahead and stop it here just so it won't be so long and you can kind of take a breath before I go into any more stuff. But again, any questions, feel free to reach out.